trot around the half-back line, but the siren is about to sound, and the umpire throws the ball up loft, and go on, Aidan, you can have a go.
And ball just goes to ground level at the moment. Strong tackle laid there by Dante South on Jake Strawn, and there'll be take two in the centre. Dengnai versus Basto. One of the better ruckmen in the comp. That was a big leap there from Dengnai, but Basto waited at ground and got the ball. Bryce Wareham taken in the tackle. Basto's in there again. And free kick here for a hold.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
And so the ball going the way of Seville, and the big fella Dengnai doesn't want to kick it, so he handballs to a teammate. This is Saniga with the ball now. Long kick down the line, no mark was taken. And eventually Gembrook might be able to get it away. The handball, not a very good one though. Long kick just heading towards the middle of the ground. Who can take the mark here? Wareham couldn't take it. And neither could Akawoon, wherever you pronounce that one. Long kick coming inside forward 50.
It's Iacone.
Iacone, there we go. And again, that's a good mark taken there that time. That was beautifully done by Kossuth. And he just sends it onto that right boot, ball inside 50. Good mark taken.
That's a good strong mark.
Good hands there.
Jack up there again?
Yep.
Yeah, he just likes to hang around the forward line. Doesn't matter which way they go or whichever way the wind's blowing. We saw him at Emerald, Liam and Aidan do exactly that. Just sort of hovered around the one end of the ground, played back early and then played forward, and probably did the most damage for the Seville side. Usually a beautiful kick at a 42, Jack Nolan. And he's about 40 metres out, pretty much directly in front. And kicking up here to the road end off the boot. Beautiful kick once again, but like I say, Breeze a little bit different. Normally blows left to right, blowing right to left. And unfortunately for Seville, and fortunately for Gembrook, it's gone left of centre. That is the first score, Seville. One behind, Gembrook get the score, 1.5 minutes gone. We're in the first quarter.
So the Brookers bring it out of fullback. Just a little bit too hot on the ball there that time for Aaron Ferrito. Comes to ground. Aaron Ferrito barges himself through. Probably disposed of the ball illegally. Alcott's got his head over the footy here. Might get it out the back. He does so. He had to evade 2 tackles. Couldn't quite hit a target with the handball. Went in the direction of Iacone, but he couldn't get a hand on it either. And Bailey Scortino couldn't grab it either before it travels to the boundary line. We'll have a throw in on the, I'm going to say, the canteen side of the ground. Ball flung back into play. Both ruckmen tried a little bit of a draw. You could say that Dengnai got the front tap there, but none coming towards. The umpire calls for it again. So it's going to be interesting to see what side of the ground that the players use the ball today. The last time we were here, they used that outer side of the ground, and that was when we had a little bit of different wind conditions today, but it's blowing the other way today, so we might see it used out this side of the ground. Not 100% sure as that ball is straight back up. A few fumbles around and another stoppage as we go again. Nye with the hit out that time, down to Sangia. And now the Brookers could be away on the outer side. It's going to be a run here this time for Bryce Wareham. The ball sat...
Henson.
Oh, it was Henson, apologies. Whoever's kick it was a nice one. Here's Frizzetto. Frizzetto has got a lead, and here is this man.
Oh, here we go.
Miles Wareham.
Hope he doesn't look up here. Well, the Breeze, like I say, different here today. Normally she would drift a little bit left to right. It's going right to left quite dramatically at the moment. So you probably just going to kick it right at that right goalpost. It's a fair way out. He's going to have to kick this all of 50. I'm not sure if he's going to make the distance there.
He'll give the market less at about 52, so...
Yep, so here he comes now. On the right foot. It's off the boot, it's not too bad. I think it's going to drop just a little bit short, is it? No, it carried through.
Magnificent kick.
Please take that. And the first goal on the board there to Miles Wareham. None out on the full. Gembrook straight, 1 goal straight 6, leading a Seville 1 behind. We're going 3 and a bit in quarter number 1. So good start there to Brookers, good mark, good lead, good bit of ball movement there as well. Nice pass over it there by Matty Frizzetto. So good start here to the Brookers. Kicking against what's probably, I'm not sure if it's favouring either end, guys, because it's blowing a little bit across, quite frankly. Looking at our bit of tape that's just fluttering out there. Let's hope the aerial stays there. That doesn't stick to stainless steel. Did you know that? Ball up once again. Nye and Basto go into it, and Basto gets it. Tapped out there. Volta. Quick kick out of the pack for Gembrook Cockatoo. Goes a little bit laterally now. We're off and running. Good block there by Wareham. All going to give away a handball. Nobody there to give it to. Wareham picks it up now over his head. In a bit of bother there. Alcott's got it. He gets tackled after he got rid of the football. The umpire says it's okay. Iacone there for Seville. Leads in the race for the footy, but it beats him and it goes out of bounds on the full. I can see Lockie Ramage there wearing the number 4, gentlemen, instead of wearing the 46. So we did see him wear that in the juniors in the premiership year as well down there at Yarra Glen. Nice left foot kick he is as well. Up they go. Ding over the top there for Seville. Over Basto. Goes back to fight for it once more. Trying to pick the football up is Cristani. Gembrook Cockatoo. Oh, they've just been stalling out there by Accessory, and that's James. Good to see them back in the football team as well. On hands and knees at the bottom of the pack was Strawn of Seville. I was going to call him Seville Cockatoo. And it's going to be a ball up.
So ball up in the centre here, and 9 Basto go at it once again. 9 just got to the front position right at the end there. Handball coming out here this time to Volta. Volta heads down the line. It's a good kick and hits up Wareham with the handball here to Alcott. That kick pretty wide, I think. Ferrito's just kept it in play. Yep, boundary umpire's happy to let it go. So Ferrito got to sell the candy here. Gets away, does that beautifully. Good smother though, and that's going to trickle out of bounds. So stoppage just 4.5 forward.
Just pushed Ferrito smack in the middle of the back. And that should have been an absolute free kick there. Umpire Taylor just missing that, I think.
So Ferrito
bit of a dive, but seen worse paid.
Ferrito back in the ruck. So first ruck contest for him, and he's got front position here on night. Ball just falling short. Tried to get a kick away that time was Aaron Ferrito. Now Seville are a chance here, but couldn't quite run to the ball that time there was Scortino. That was Jai Scortino. Picked up here now by Dante South. That's a good handball. Shot at goal here, but it looks pretty wayward. And it is across the face for one behind. I think that was Frazzetto who... Verhagen, in fact. So...
1-1-7, Gembrook Cockatoo, one behind the Seville. We've been going just odd 6 and a bit minutes.
Yeah, the Blues out of full back now. It'll be... appears to be Bailey Scortino, but no, happy to be corrected. It is Jai Scortino who kicks it out of full back and hits up one of his teammates, and they're going to use that outer side, although the ball is going to be more or less brought back to the middle. And that's a poor kick. Yeah, I agree. Well, it took the words right out of my mouth. Volta takes the mark, kicks it to space. This is going to be a little bit of a run on here for the young lad in Cristani, who gave a handball over the top. It has to sit here for Ferrito. It sort of does. Got his hands free. Must have just got a handball because the umpire says play on. Cristani fumbled it back in the direction of Aaron Ferrito, and they do well to get out of a little bit of trouble here through Farrow. Farrow's kick to the middle of the ground is good and finds James Cesare, and he kicks out wide to Sangia. Sangia kicks one out wider. Actually a good kick inside forward 50 in front of Nolan, who's now gone with the Jack Ginnivan style hair. That wasn't the way he was built last time in the terms of the hair department.
No, I think he's been washing with White King, Liam.
Yeah,
it certainly weren't that colour last time we saw him.
Out of bounds for a throw in outer side, Hayden.
Yep, yeah, it's on the outer side in front of the Falcone Adams lawyer sign. The old scoreboard out there, boys. And let's do it with the old placards and put the score up. Not a bad place to go amongst the rats and possums, and it was always good fun out there. Umpire just lets him play on at the moment. Tackle late, not going to get out of there. It's going to be a ball up.
Wouldn't want to sleep with the rats and possums over there.
Oh, you would not. But we'll have to wait and see. Up she goes once again. Big jump there. Basto stood his ground and got the nice tap straight down to the ground, but unfortunately for him, no Gembrook player at the bottom of it. It's going to be another ball up. A lot of players around the footy at the moment, boys. It's going to be a very, very scraggy game until the fatigue will start to kick in. And then hopefully the game shall open up a little bit. Up she goes once again. Oh, big leap there, and that's not quite too bad there. And that's Jackson Lowe's got a bit of a leap on him as well for Seville. Good tackle laid there on James Cesare. Umpire says it's no prior. We're going to ball it up once more. 50 metres out from Seville goal, kicking to the road end here at Gembrook Cockatoo. It's 7 Gembrook, 1 Seville. Let's see if we can get the ball out of there, Liam.
Yeah, we'll give it a red hot crack, Leo, I suppose. The ball comes to ground.
Oh, off the ground. Oh,
and then we've
not
got
too bad.
Yeah, as you heard, Leo
sorry,
says.
mate. Mark Cesare there.
Yep,
nice little soccer style.
2 behinds.
They are that 2 behind Seville. 1-1-7 Gembrook Cockatoo. Ball over the fence. No one's getting out of the car because it's too fresh. And it was just a beautiful blue sky here this morning when we got here, guys. And
matched your mood about the certain little piece of electrical equipment that we lost.
Yeah, things don't function if you can't plug them in, Liam. You'll learn that.
Oh, thanks, Leo. As the ball comes out of full back, standing its ground and taking a good mark. There is the skipper in Basto.
Got away with it.
Yeah, did indeed. Kick to 50. Got to fight for front position
that's
here.
50. That should be 50.
And the big man Ferrito just kneeing it away.
Not fair, now it's gone at least about 35 metres.
No, you've got to remember he's built like a brick, you know what.
Oh, yeah. Lucky to get away with that, I think. It was a bit of a soft free kick, really, but should have been 50.
Farrow to Sangia. He kicks it out broadcast side. And a good solid mark there, take by Koshelt. If I'm reading that correctly with your handwriting,
Double T, mate. Cross it.
Over the top goes to Condello, who sends one down the line. Slipped through the hands there of Dickinson. Ball comes to ground. They'll be happy to try and...
Close to the fence there, guys. Be careful. And,
yeah, we saw incidences last week, Aidan, where we saw people getting flung into fences, didn't we, out at Yarra Junction?
Yeah, one from Auburn and Millgrove and one from King Lake. Slung into the fence. It was a very spiteful grand final.
Thank God the effects mic was off.
Yep, that's it. Ball's thrown back into play. Dengnai won the tap down to his teammate Strawn, but couldn't get the kick away. Now Gembrook Cockatoo get the ball moving forward here. Condello's there. But in the end, the mark taken beautifully that time by Jai Scortino. He assesses his options up ahead. Long kick into the middle of the ground, and that's beautiful, a good one as well. Right in between two players, and the ball taken by Saniga, who's going to put that ball inside 50. Can someone take a mark here? Oh, no, it was dropped by Nolan. He tries to recover it at ground level. He does just that. He's corralled here for the moment. Handball import here to Nye. Nye gets around onto his right boot, and that might just work out. No, it doesn't. The ball wasn't marked. And now a bit of a ping at the goals here by Cesara. He hasn't put that through, has he? No, he hasn't. It's just across the face. So second behind of the afternoon here for Mark Cesara. Scores here at the moment, 0-3-3 to 1-1-7.
We're going 11 minutes now in this first quarter. Goals hard to come by. A bit of a bruise there. The little Mark Cesara, keg on legs as we used to call him, and goes quite all right too.
Hopefully we
don't...
don't...
They said last year, a nice pass from full back to Volta, gives it straight back. And they come down the middle of the ground to Gembrook Cockatoo. The mullet takes the mark there in Dean Smith. Goes straight down the middle of the ground. Who's going to be there? Absolutely no one. And a good strong mark back with the flight of the ball taken by Ryan Farrow. Goes to the outer side of the ground now. Looking for it. Totally unopposed there too. Mark dropped. Probably should have taken that. Was low. Good enough to get it, go back and get it. Off to a teammate and Fleming. He gives it down to the old scoreboard side of the ground here at Gembrook Cockatoo. Henson leads in the race for the ball, and Gembrook Cockatoo's had no prior opportunity there. Ball spills out. Handball now. Gembrook Cockatoo with numbers. Put it back in the middle of the ground, but it's a 2-on-1 contest. You're not going to win that too often. It was a good effort there by Chris Darney of Gembrook Cockatoo. Den couldn't hang on to the mark. Goes back out there trying to get the football once more. Bending over there for Seville is Strawn. He can't get it either, and it's going to be a ball up. Centre wing out of side the ground, just forward of centre for Seville. One of the old scoreboard here at Gembrook Cockatoo. Up she goes once again. Dang, big leap, and he's got those big long levers as well. Got a nice little tap out there, but no one there for Seville to pick it up. Was tapped out there and quickly kicked out by Gembrook Cockatoo. There's a whistle on play. Is that going to go down the ground? Or it's got to come back?
Away of Seville.
Where's it going to go? Down there or back on the wing?
No, it's going to be at half back here. I think it's Ryan Farrow with a free kick.
Yeah, it is indeed. Well, he's got to come back even further, so a bit confusion reigns. Confusion. Back to centre wing, outside the ground. Good lead, mark not taken. Gembrook Cockatoo, little handball coming out there. Could have been Smith. Umpire just lets him go at the moment. Frito overran the football. This is the other Frito. It's like the wars, isn't it? And that was young Aaron. Little left foot kick. And Seville standing tall in the fence. And 50 metres for, it could be 100 now, is it? What was the 50 for, Liam?
I think he approached the mark. A little bit unlucky there, I feel.
Okay, well 25, I beg your pardon. Still confused with the rules. I'll learn them one year. But they change every 5 minutes, so it's a bit hard.
So, 25-metre penalty for Seville brings them back to about the edge of their centre square. The kick is through the middle. It was a nice little spoil in from the side, but barging his way through was Carlson. And they could be having a flying shot on goal here, although that kick has been affected by the tackle and kicked across the face through for a behind. I'm just having a look at who you marked that.
Condello.
Condello, thank you very much.
Of the Michael variety, that one.
4 behinds, plays 1-1-7, 13, nearly 14 minutes gone here first quarter. Could we see 17 behinds kicked again by side today, Leo, like we did that day at Upway a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. That was incredible, wasn't it? Yeah, can't believe it.
Anyway, the Booker's there to full back. Ball to the middle. Deng sort of slung.
Yeah.
And he'll get the free kick.
Definitely held him by the arm.
Nye plays on. Short ball cut off that time there by Henson, it looks like.
It is.
And they kick it out wide. They could be on here. It's 2-on-1 here, but Josh Scortino does have the pace to get to the footy first.
Dropped it. Good tackle. They were in all sorts of trouble there, Seville. That was a good tackle.
Held up well there, the Seville defence, and they win themselves a free kick on the outer side. And the short kick to the middle is good to Fleming, who goes shorter with an element of risk, but marked by Farrow, who's had a good start to this game. He kicks out wide to Iacone. And he moves it on straight away. That looks like to the advantage of Nolan, who had to sit for it. It is not Nolan, I apologise. That was Kosholt, who kicks to the middle of the ground. The mark has been taken by Cesare. And that's to the advantage of Nolan, but he's got his hands to it, but couldn't bring it down, and the Brookers bring it away to the outer side. That kick's going to put Alcott under a little bit of pressure. Ball luckily sat for him. He's trying to spin around every which way to try and get an effective kick away. The bounce was nice for Cristani. Cristani gives it back to Alcott, and Alcott's got to run down the outer side and put it to the advantage there of Schultz, and he does. And the umpire told him to go, which was a little bit unlucky, I feel, because the player didn't get back behind the mark. Here's Alex Condello running on towards the football here. It just ran past him momentarily, and now it gives Gembrook a chance to butter up and get in there. Ferredo jumped up from the little handball that skewed its way out the back. Could Gembrook be a chance out here? No, not quite. Numbers everywhere. Here is Icone, kicks it out wide to a one-on-one. Gave Alcott the chance to go up and affect the tackle, or the mark, I should say, and he did quite nicely. He's got a little bit of reinforcement there to help him out, and that kick's delightful. Although just overreacting there a little bit potentially was Verhagen, and now getting out of real trouble here is Farrow, and his kick out wide comes towards Mascara, who's just freshly come off the ground, come onto the ground to Cesare, who sends one long down the line, and we got a free kick downfield. And I'll tell you what, I think the locals might get a little bit annoyed here today, Leo, as that ball's gone downfield, and Jack Kosholt will be the recipient of it, and has already kicked down the line.
Yeah, and it goes on there, and it's Dickinson with it now on the left leg, puts it into the hot spot there in the goal square. Oh, great bit of defensive play by Gembrook Cockatoo. Did it make the boundary line? I think it has. And it's just dribbled over for a throw in. Yeah, that was, okay. Technically probably correct. Morally, probably not. Happens. Throw in, forward pocket, Seville, kicking to the right end, 16 minutes gone. It's 7 leads 4 at the moment. The ascendancy of Gembrook Cockatoo goes over the back of the pack. Picked up there by Wareham. Little handball over the top to Ferrito. Aaron over the back, it goes once more. Then Volta gets it. They can play on there if they want to go down the outer side of the ground. That's a very, very short kick. In fact, it's not even far enough. Backs it up once again, running with a lot of trouble. Hansen with it. Can he pick it up? He does. Goes to ground, stands up, gives it across now over to, and that looks as though Ramage is wearing the number 4. Lockie Ramage gets a nice little kick there, and the mark's been taken by, looks like, Verhagen. Wants to play on straight away, looking for and finding all the way out on the outside there, Miles Wareham, who kicked the only goal so far. Not a bad spot the way the breeze blowing today, Aiden, from that side of the ground. It's going to drift in from the right goalpost. Yeah, that's it. We're taking all his shots from this side of the ground, the pavilion side of the ground, for those listening on the radio last time, Leo. So hopefully he has a bit more luck on the outer side of the ground there. 17.5 gone. Goals hard to come by in this first quarter. Both sides just playing a pretty tight defensive sort of game. So Miles Wareham from about 35 metres out. Pretty tight angle. Off the boot. Doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty good in actual fact. Goal umpire does not move. And he has kicked 2 straight. And none out on the full at the moment. We'll just keep that record up to date. Is that right? Is that what he wants us to do, Liam?
Yeah, correct. Don't moz him.
No.
I said if he kicks 6 straight today, he could be on for an interview after game. Well, he's a third of the way there. Well, we're playing Gembrook and Seville today, Aiden, and Liam here wants to interview Kurt Munimer after the game. Oh, what's it? Shut up. Shut up.
You're always making silly mistakes like that. I reckon Miles will be over to you, Liam, and probably having a couple of words. But anyway, the ball back in the middle of the ground now. So first 2 goals here for Gembrook Cockatoo, and just the start they would have wanted. Deng Nai got the tap, and it's a free kick on the way of Batstow. So interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit unlucky, I thought. It just jumping up at the ball.
Just get back and kick the jolly thing.
Anyway, Batstow loads up.
Oh no, should have handled.
High up and under ball.
Oh, Aidan kept me muted at quarter time. He introduced me. I'm telling you something. Cameron's saying
I told
you're
you.
on mute.
I did cheat.
You pressed the wrong button, Aidan.
Did I? Are you microphone 1, are you?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were microphone 2. Never.
Oh,
What position are you sitting in, Leo?
I don't know.
There we go.
Oh.
Tap
Well,
out
it's
once
always
again.
microphone 1.
No, but I'm usually number 2. I'm in the middle.
Oh,
but
yeah.
never mind. Look, it's got my name written there too.
Oh,
Look.
Oh,
look.
there's Liam on the under the
Oh,
top
no,
as
that
well.
was another day. Look at the top. Having a party. Don't worry about the footy. Okay, we've got a second. Roof, long kick to the old scoreboard side of the green. They can play on here, Seville, if they want to. So he marked out there. No.
This is low, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, my phone's buzzing someone I can't find. I've got
That's all
28
right.
coats on and
Low.
65 pockets. There it is. Keep going, one of you two.
Right, keeps the ball moving forward. That's a good tackle laid there, that time on Dickinson. And now a chance here for the Brookers to respond. And Ferreira couldn't quite pluck the one-hander, but he's done well at ground level. Got rid of Farrow. Puts the ball inside 50. Wareham's there. And Miles Wareham takes the mark. Absolutely magnificent. And he is absolutely dominating this game at the moment. He's already kicked 3, and this for a chance to kick 4 early in the second quarter. And kicking only from about 10 metres out. So a little bit of angle about the kick once again, but
It's a good spot, that side.
that's it. He shouldn't really have any problems from here.
Geez, a winner. It never comes from this quarter, boys, and if we're getting it straight in our smush at the moment.
Sorry, is this Wareham again?
This is Wareham again.
Oh,
and
my
he's
God.
lining up for goal number 4. This to put it out to 22 points.
It's quite cold, Leo.
It is.
Oh, no, it normally blows behind us and we're quite safe. I was happy. And
Miles
then,
Wareham makes no mistake.
all I can say to you, Pretzel, you owe us big time. And 4 goals straight to Miles Wareham.
This is unreal.
And it's making you a bit nervous there, Liam, isn't it?
Gotta get
5-2, 32.
Getting that interview, I reckon.
Gembrook Cockatoo, 1-4-10, Seville, 5 minutes gone. And it's just got to change the questions from Kurt, what have you done here? Kurt, what have you done there? He's going to have to change it to Miles. What have you done here and what have you done there? Is that right, Aidan?
Yeah, that's it.
I can see him crossing out the bits of Boat Road. He's just deleting the names to protect the innocent. Is that right, Liam?
This is just relentless bullying. As a mate of ours says, it's character building.
It is character building, Liam. You've become a stronger person because
Back
of
in the middle. Umpire Taylor throws it up once again. Oh, Deng Nye just got a lovely tap out. He's got beautiful long arms, hasn't he? Nice little kick out there. Great centre clearance, and the mark's been taken by Jackson Lowe. He's about 45 out. Looks great to play on. Got called to play on now. Gets it straight in that forward pocket. Mark low to the ground, and that's been taken by Dominic Aloy. So Seville, they need to goal quickly. Plays on quickly, kicks it around the corner. I'm not sure about it. Goal umpire had a good look up the pole and said that's good enough. I reckon it missed, but then I'm biased. And it's gone through for a goal. I don't know. Could that go through the goals? Great goal. 2 goals for 16. They like kicking around corners these days, don't they, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's pretty hard to kick a drop punt from there, to be
No,
fair.
it's not. 10 straight kick, 5-2, 32, Gembrook Cockatoo, 6 minutes gone. And did Seville need that badly? They certainly did. And lovely goal there to Dominic Aloy.
Do you remember that day, Aidan, where Leo said on commentary, if anyone thinks I'm being biased towards Gembrook Cockatoo, it's because I am.
Yep, he's doing it
I am.
again. Sorry to the Seville supporters
it's,
listening out there.
It's just like a conflict of interest that you've got to announce when you become a Prime Minister or a President of the USA or something like that. And I actually have no conflict of interest. I just barrack for Gembrook, and that's all there is to it. And people know about it, and we have tried. It's all tongue-in-cheek, and hopefully they take it the right way. And I don't give a damn if they don't. That's the truth. Oh, that fire was good down there. Can they bring that up, will you? Back in the middle, Liam. Have a go. You're off mute, mate.
Oh, very nice of you, Leo. And Aidan, considering you pressed the wrong button. Alcott out of the middle. And that's hit up someone. Just drifted into the chest there that time.
It's your boy, Liam. Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Not quite. Varhagen.
He plays for Narry Warren, doesn't he?
I'll go home in a minute, I reckon. This
How are you going to get there?
Oh, I'll just get the bus home or something.
That bus
I'll get Jordan to drive me.
bus don't go till Monday.
Verhagen directly in front, 55 metres out, and that's being kicked out towards the Robert and Gordon shed over there in the right forward pocket. Fisted away in the direction there of Andrew Condello. Little dribbler down the line, might find the sanctuary of the boundary line, although it stays in the field of play. And now it's right out of bounds, neutral side of the ground for both teams here.
I don't believe there was a 17 out there from Gembrook. It might have been a 13 got stragged. It looked like a 17 at the time because I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, it's probably my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yep, probably.
They are pretty much painted on my eyes. Ball back into play, back position there that time. Where Schultz couldn't really do anything in the ruck there against Nye, and the ball's been thumped out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Seville.
If you just sit like that, Aidan, that stops the wind hitting me.
Okay. May as well just cuddle each other.
Oh, we can, boys. And, Pretzel, you owe us big time. Could have driven the bus up here if it was any good.
Should have got one of those fires up here, actually, I reckon.
Would be good, wouldn't it?
Anyway,
Anyway, it's all good.
Daly score, Tino. Kick short. Sonny Sangia goes down the line. Aloy goes through his hands, and he'll get a free kick for an arm chop. He'll get the free kick on the outer wing. Good day for a long sleeve jumper, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
He kicks to another one in the long sleeve jumper, who goes for a run. Kick inside forward 50. It was way too hot for Dickinson. And now the Brookers have the numbers back here. Here's Welsh.
Oh.
He's coughed it up. And now that's a centering ball. It was to the original target of Fleming. It's gone way over his head. Handball came that time from Ramage. That is a fair little bit of wind gust blowing across the ground here. O'Sullivan got barreled into. Here's Aaron Ferrito. Goes for a run. Kicks inside the 50. Here he is again!
Did well there,
He's
Ferrito.
going to shreds at the moment.
Almost could have been a free kick down the ground, but a bit more difficult. Although the way the breeze is blowing today, boys, which is straight to our smush, not too bad. Right goal post came back. Normally it wouldn't even come back from that side of the ground. So a big opportunity here for Miles Warren to kick his 5th goal.
I remember the last time we were here, he said, every time you blokes come here, I kick terribly.
Well, there you go.
Well, not so far today for Mr. Wareham for goal number 5 in the 10-minute mark of the second quarter, kicking to the township end. He's on his approach, a very stable approach, unlike a certain Max King.
Right,
he's kicked 5.5. Miles Wareham has taken this game by the scruff of the neck, and he's almost taken a little bit of the PI 55 here, Leo, at this stage. It is now 6-2-38 to 2-4-16, and we go on 10 and a bit minutes in the second quarter.
Well, next kick should go out in the full. Is that right, according to tradition? So we'll have to wait and see. But
I haven't even said that once today. It's all been you about it.
I know the snowball that's just got grown and grown. It's a legend status. But well done there to Michael Wareham. Great kick down there. Miles, I beg your pardon. Michael Ferrito's above him. I haven't got my glasses. I have got my glasses on. It makes it even worse. Great kick down there by Aaron Ferrito under a lot of pressure to get it down there as well. Back in the middle. Umpire throws the ball off once again. Schultz in the ruck for Gembrook Cockatoo, but Degnai's doing it pretty good. And he has just kicked it the wrong way. That Gembrook bloke. Can you believe it, that? Oh, there used to be a TV show about that, right? You're the wrong way. Oh, I've seen it happen a couple of games beforehand. I thought I was crook as well. Good tackle laid there. A little handball out by Mark Cesare. Goes close to the boundary line, very close to the fence.
Aidan, it's on.
And it's right in front of the big crowd. We don't like seeing this. Get away from there and just get the ball moving. Players just pulling each other out of the pack. And when you see players near fences, it gets quite dangerous. And who's going to get a free kick for it?
Well, Sullivan looks in a pretty bad way as he comes off the bench there. And he's going to go to Seville.
He was looking at his finger, I think, eh?
Oh, well, there you go. The free kick eventually went there to James Cesare. The umpire lets it go. Degnai's got it, just dropped it in the middle. He got it there. Now it's on for Young and Old. It's got a big willing. Hensen's got it to Volta. Volta gets it, play on advantage. Ferrito's got it again. Aaron Ferrito. Over they go to Schultz. Long kick. Oh, it's actually going off the inside of the boot. Goes to nobody in particular. Leading in the race for the football over there is a Farrow of Seville. Can he get it? No, he can't. Now it's on hands and knees. Gembrook, Cockatoo pick it up. Wareham gets it. Goes one way, goes the other. And that is a Verhagen. Did he get caught? Back to Ferrito. And that's Aaron into the goal square now. Over the back of the pack it goes. Nobody can get hold of the football. Michael Ferrito couldn't get it either. Umpire just lets him play on now. Oh, it's hot at the moment, boys. And that is out in the ground. It's the only place it is. The umpire's going to say incorrect. Oh, holding the ball. That's about the first or second one for the afternoon. And it's going to go to Gembrook Cockatoo, so it's a fantastic call.
Don't tell me.
No, it's not it.
No,
We'll just wait.
It'll be Verhagen.
You got to look.
They look kind of similar from.
It's the orange boots,
Verhagen. Oh, there you go.
So it is a Jay Verhagen's kicked behind so far. Now, you reckon if you were wearing, you'd stand right next to him and say, give it to me, and just handball it across. It's amazing what an incident can do. Suddenly the pace picked up at 100 miles an hour coming in, 45-degree angle, 35 metres out, went right. It's not going to come back from there ever. And it sneaks through for his second behind, Verhagen. And that is his second point. 6-3, Gembrook Cockatoo 39, leading Seville 2-4-16. We're going 13 minutes, quarter number 2.
And Scortino will bring it back in here for Seville. So trailing by 23 points here at the moment, the Blues. It's been mostly Gembrook Cockatoo here this afternoon. And Jai Scortino opts to go to the outer side of the ground. That's a run a fair way. And the umpire's called it too.
Well, we were talking about that at the start of the game, actually. Jeff Ramage and myself saying, these guys from full-back in the AFL, they just get out of the goal screen, they run about 30 metres, and nobody ever pings them for it, and so they should.
And
it's only 15.
Going to take it.
Well, couldn't be in much better hands other than Miles Wareham. Ferrito's kicked one and Wareham's kicked all the others. So
Michael Ferrito
shouldn't miss.
35 out, 45-degree angle, but they've used the breeze pretty well so far today, have the Brookers. And this would give them a 29-point lead, the biggest of the game, and really put Seville in a spot of bother. Ferrito, that looks pretty good. It's just across the face. No, it's gone through. It's a goal.
His goal umpire got pretty excited, I've got to say.
Yeah, he didn't move much, but he just kind of looked over to the other side. But anyway, 7-3-45, now plays 2-4-16. And the Brookers are now out to a 29-point lead. Michael Ferrito kicks his second for the afternoon.
14 gone, so we'll get some more scores from around town and as soon as they can get up. And oh my goodness gracious me.
So still just the two goal kickers. Miles Wareham's kicked 5 and Ferrito's kicked 2, and they both kicked 5 and 2 straight respectively as the ball goes back into the middle now. And Bastow and Digni's actually not going to go up this time here. It looks like Rowe for it is Rowe. And Rowe got a little fingertip on it.
Low.
Anyway, the ball goes to the broadcast side of the ground. Ferrito trying to pick it up at ground level and does that pretty well. Onto that left boot. Alcott had the ball momentarily, taken in a tackle. Now it's Wareham. Wareham got a handball forward, but it's cut off there by Condello.
It was down the ground. It was thrown to the ground after he disposed of the football, Wareham.
That's it.
And the free kick's going to go to Wareham as well.
Yep, so Bryce Wareham should be able to put them inside.
No,
it's not going to go to Wareham. It's going to Cristani. So Cristani might even be lining up here. He looks like
he'll have a crack out.
He's going to back himself in, so fair enough. There is a bit of breeze behind him, so Cristani to line up for the 8th goal of the afternoon.
That's a
that
bump.
might work out though. No, just goes to ground here. And getting in there with Scortino, but he couldn't pick it up cleanly. And it's a free kick here, and it's going the way of the Brookers. So another shot at goal coming up, you would think.
Didn't think a lot in that.
Oh, it's not, is it?
Didn't think there was a lot in that.
I have a feeling it is, Liam.
It's the orange boots. This could secure the post-game interview with the great man.
Yes, it's Miles Wareham. Here we go.
He certainly didn't turn around to see if he could pass the ball off. He was having a bit of a chat to his opponent there and on the way back.
And he's been a dead-eye this afternoon. He's kicked 5 straight. We're only 16 minutes into the second quarter.
He's been, I'm not going to say it.
You're not going to say anything, Leo?
Nah, I reckon you'll kick this.
Wareham from 30 out. Bit of angle about the kick, but that hasn't troubled him today.
Oh, he's hooked it.
It's just flying. He's trying to claim it. Goal umpire not having a bar of it. And the first behind of the day here for Miles Wareham, 7-4-46 to 2-4-16. And Liam, I don't know what you're complaining about. It definitely looked across the face to me.
No, looked good here.
And the goal umpire's right under it too, so we've got to back him in.
He's just texting Kurt that he can't interview him. You saw him, didn't you?
Kurt, I might have seen him around.
No, I mean texting. You just saw Liam texting there. Fullback now with Seville.
God, this is unfair.
Running out for fullback. Won't run too far this time. On the left leg, a beautiful kick centre wing. pinpoints the kick straight to Strawn. Takes a good strong mark. That's a lovely kick from full back. So already on centre wing are Seville. They're on the member side of the ground. They go short. No, it's a horrible kick. It's been snaffled up there by Taylor. Gets across to a teammate now. Little kick over the top by Riordan. And unfortunately for him, it's been marked over there by O'Kane. Plays on straight away, runs across the ground, wants to go to the defensive side and almost kicks it straight through the points for Gembrook Cockatoo. Gets the old give and go. There's O'Kane now to the old scoreboard side, centre wing on the outer side of the ground. It's over there for Seville. No one can take the mark. Now they have. Little ball over the top. A long way from the ground there. Beats everybody but Gembrook Cockatoo's Daniel Welsh. The long kick was better than his first kick, but it's gone too far. And so we'll take a relieving mark. You think it's O'Kane on the left leg. It looks a lovely looking kick too. Over the back they go. Nobody went for the mark, so it went straight through everybody's hands. 2 on 2. Gembrook Cockatoo pick it up. Little handball over there. That was by Verhagen. Gave it to a teammate.
Downfield.
Got flat and it should go down the ground. And a free kick. This looks like Verhagen once again. Play on now, says the umpire. Puts it down the middle of the corridor. Nolan looks like he's gone back there now to try and save the day for Seville. Not Frito, Waring gets sat on his backside. And Jack Nolan gone back there now, boys, to try and curb a bit of Gembrook attacking. And the free kick, or the mark, sorry, going here to Michael Frito. Kick 2 straight. And this is just about where Miles Worm had a shot on goal a couple of minutes ago. It did drift a bit to the left because this prevailing breeze at the moment is not its normal quarter. So I can't read that. Hang on a second, I'll get my glasses on properly. Frito, Michael, it comes back from there normally, not today. And he lets it go left as well. Not normally such a poor kick. 7-5-47. Let him off the hook a bit there, Gembrook Cockatoo. 2-4-16. Seville coming up to the 90-minute mark. And
old man's come up and watched the game today.
Is that your
a
dad?
few interesting comments.
I am not biased, by the way. just a loyal supporter. Back to Charles, isn't it?
Well, Charlie or Alan, whatever you want to call him.
Okay, I've got his number. We're going to get a call at 3 in the morning. One kick from full back, right out to the centre wing on the outer side. Another good, strong mark. Jack Nolan up there for Seville Cockatoo. Seville Cockatoo.
Seville Cockatoo.
Seville. I was just going to say two things at the same time. I am that biased. Even Seville are playing half their games up here. Take it away, Liam.
O'Kane's kick was out in front of a lawyer.
Doing 3 things at once. I just can't do. My wife tells me I can't do more than one thing at a go.
Seville Cockatoo. Yeah, they've merged.
They've merged. Just going to say a few other things here about Gembrook Cockatoo, but I've said enough. I'm going to sit here and just sook because it's cold.
Ball back in on the
pneumonia tomorrow.
outer side, yeah.
Not old pneumonia. Don't want that.
About 55 metres out from home for Seville, who need a goal, I feel.
I don't know.
I had the
They're going fine.
I had a look at the tips before on the record. I just made sure that I actually tipped Gembrook Cockatoo.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually did.
Oh, I didn't expect you to do that.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty at the moment.
I thought you might have gone for
no.
yes.
I wouldn't have been able to get out of here alive if I didn't. You know that. Free kick to
Basto.
Basto.
Yep. Over the shoulder.
Oh, God, it's got considerably colder here too. Feel the body starting to shut down.
He wears a pitching wedge boot.
Basto's kick was high and long and effective. Found a teammate. That kick's not too good though. It's gone past the cricket pitch and the kick's going to come out towards us here and it might be turned over. It's a bit of a foot race to get the ball. The ball's sat nicely for Welsh. Oh, that's a nice kick too. And it found the target. And the target was that man in Bryce Wareham who kicks inside forward 50. Nolan's gone in the back line.
Yeah, they're playing a free player behind the play now, and Jack Nolan, not a better player to do it. He does it fantastically well.
It looks like Jack Inovan with the hair. Goes short to Kosholt. Into time on now. 21 gone in the second. And that's encroaching on the mark, and you can hear the little sound of frustration in the microphone of Leo there.
Is it 25, isn't it?
Yeah, he paid
It's not
25.
50, is it?
Yeah, he paid 25.
Well, that's the biggest 25 I've ever seen.
Don't tell me it's not. No, it's going to come back.
Just, come on.
Goodness gracious me, 25 metres. He's gone from the back pocket to the centre wing.
So, free kick here. And the kick has been sent down the line. It's an average one to say the best. And it's gone out of bounds right in front of us here as we sit on the pavilion where it's about 4 degrees.
Yeah, if that.
Might be in the negatives even. And umpire Priestley will throw it back into play.
Sure, that's Georgia.
Hit out of the ruck there, that time by Lowe. Ball comes to ground, umpire calls for it. 22 gone.
What's happening in the AFL anyway? Anything over there? Is there a game on today in the Ultimate Football
The
League?
Dogs were up by 4 points when I last checked, and
Okay.
I think it was your boys are doing pretty well. 43-36. There you go in that game against the Crows, Lara. So
Lowe's taking a mark here.
yeah.
Should go back and have a shot because they need a goal here, the Blues.
So Jackson Lowe.
Yes.
45 metres out. Oh, he's got someone running in short there if he wants to use Cossett. He's standing still on his own. Still on his own. Still on his own. Too late. Could have used him too. That extra couple of metres, but Lowe thinks he can kick this and needs to do it now. So Jackson Lowe, 45 metres out, 45-degree angle. Good looking kick off the boot, just comes off the side a little bit, and it has gone out on the full.
Yes, the lot.
Geez, that has drifted. There's a bit of, as I say, the breeze Liam is blowing the opposite way, and it just normally would come back that way, but didn't on this occasion. So the free kick going towards Gembrook Cockatoo. Very low kick and nice little slips catch taken there by Nicky Riordan. He's on the 40-metre arc there. Nice pass too, and they're just moving the ball nicely. Gembrook Cockatoo. Frankie Di Donato gets it now. Gives it across with an ordinary looking handball. Good block set by Henson. Well done, but then it's a very, very poor kick there by Riordan. Gives it straight back to Seville. And it's that man, Jack Nolan, again. He's retaken about 3 or 4 marks in this particular quarter. Goes a very short, so a chop of the arms to Seneca. May have been umpire, let it go. Gembrook off and running once again. Cristani, I don't know what he was trying to do with that, but he's got to go back and try and get it again. Dives underneath the arms there of Deng Nine. Everybody just jumps on the ball at the moment. Little tackle there laid on Mascara. And umpires signalled one. There's 2 umpires who've given decisions here. And
I don't know.
they've pointed 3 ways. And the free kick, I don't know who's going to go to now, boys, because they've pointed in opposite directions. And now it's going to go the way of Gembrook Cockatoo, and I think it's going to be O'Sullivan. But I think he's gone off maybe with the blood rule. Frito picked it up. That was Michael. Kicked it a mile down the way as for Gembrook Cockatoo. Umpire lets him play on now. Seville out of the defensive area there. Leading in the race for the ball. Looks like Cesare. The keg on leg has got it. Handball's backwards. What can they do? The old 1-2. It's back with Cesare. And this is Mark. Tries to put the ball in that forward 50. Goes a bit short. Just put in absolutely no man's land. Gembrook can repel that attack once again. There's a good strong mark. Taken on centre wing. They play on straight away to Gembrook Cockatoo. Goes into that forward 50. Nolan just standing there on his own. Someone's going to have to man him up and play a 2-on-1 situation. He's going to kill you there otherwise. Over the back of the pack and an uncontested mark taken by Michael Condello.
Yeah, kick out wide. It's found Dickinson in the pocket. So they've just had the last couple of minutes to themselves here of sorts. Have Seville in terms of controlling the play, but for absolutely no reward on the board as of yet. And they're going to have a push inside forward 50 here. Kick to about 20 out. Really much the top of the square. Nearly had the mark there, did Alloy. The kick comes out, but it's going to come straight back in here. You feel although they've had to go backwards to go forwards, but puts himself under a little bit of pressure. Scortino went to Scortino. Kick to the opposite pockets, found Low. Now Low wheels around, sells a little bit of candy, does so nicely. Might be able to get within range here, although just sets it to the top of the square. Umpire's found a free kick for a hold. It'll go the way of Seville, and it's going to be run in and slammed through for a goal. One back against the grain, and it's kicked by James Cesare.
How can you call an advantage there? The ball's gone absolutely totally out of the play area. Umpire's trying to line people up. Oh, I don't like that rule at all. I don't like it.
7-4-46, plays 3-5-23, 26 minutes gone, quarter 2.
I've got Gembrook 7-5-47.
I've probably missed a point there. There you go.
And 3-4-22. How are we looking? Pretty good?
Yes.
All good. Whoa, yeah, interesting. I don't mind the advantage rule, but it's got to be in the play area, and that was about 30 metres off the play when that decision was made, behind the umpire in actual fact. Back in the middle they go again. Nice, lovely tap down there to Mark Cesare. Goes in the half-forward area there. Well, that could have been almost a free kick as well to Condello. The umpire says it's okay. Could have been a chop on the arms. Everybody just tells on the footy now, and it's going to be a ball up. And it is getting pretty cool. 26 degrees, 26 minutes gone, 26 degrees. Wouldn't we kill for that? And I got the tap out once again. He's dominating up there in the ruck at the moment. The umpire just lets him play. A lot of players around the ground there. Walcott tackled his opponent, but it was too high. And a resulting free kick going to go the way of Seville. And umpire just lets him play on.
There he is.
Nice little pass there. And James Cesare takes a mark on his chest about 20 metres out. In fact, probably only about 15. Angle really pretty much puts him on the 45 degrees. And the siren does sound for a half time. So right on the side. Oh, actually could have been called to play on there. Umpire says it's a goal. I believe it's gone over the goal umpire's head. It has. They go to 4-4-28 right on half time. Do Seville 7-5-47. Gembrook Cockatoo. And James Cesare just kicked his second goal for the afternoon as well. I'm not sure if we've got any scores yet, boys, or do we want to go away for a half-time break and we can collate all our scores, or we can see what happens?
I think we can go away for half and come back with them all, Leo.
Sounds like a good idea. We'll do that and we'll go back to our studios there at Yarra Valley FM, which I'm trying to talk and write at the same time. Come back here after half-time. We'll try and get as many scores as we can and let you know what's happening around town. Thanks, Neil. Liam's going to start the clock. Umpire Taylor is going to get us underway. Throws it up. Basto for Gembrook. Deng Nai for Seville. Neither really got a clear-cut head out of that at the moment. Starts off with a pretty good bit of a contest. Seville got the clearance and just went a little bit forward of centre. Falling over at inappropriate time was Gembrook Cockatoo. They get a long handball out to Volta. Another one back now. Bourne's got it on the right foot. Goes very, very short. And we probably should have attacked it a bit better. A little handball over the top. Could have kicked it for the same amount of money. Umpire says, "I'll play it on." But don't try and fight off the tackler. Give the handball off and getting caught with the football there for Hagan. Should have just absolutely handballed it. He had the opportunity to do so. It was a good decision by the umpire. Seville on centre wing. Hands on top of his opponent there. Could it be in the back? Could it be holding the ball? It's going to be a ball up. There for Hagan there, boys. He's just trying to shake the tackle. The two boys giving themselves a bit of a pat on the back. Alex Condello and himself. It was a good contest, but he had the opportunity just to get the handball out and should have done so. Deng Nai jumped high, jumped low, and that's going to be a...
He's got a free kick for it.
He signalled a trip. And he's just jumped that high. He's tripped on his shoulder. I don't know about that. But anyway, the handball came out. Free kick went to Deng Nai. Strawn got the free kick out there on the half-forward line. And there's another whistle on play. I think it's gone out of bounds, has it?
Yes.
Now, no one's quite sure here. We're just going to check. One of the Priestley girls. I think that's Georgia. Gembrook player did mark the football. What was it marked inside or outside the line? They're unsure. So it's going to be a throw-in, which is the correct decision. So half-forward flank for Seville, kicking to the road end at the moment in this third quarter. Good throw in it is as well. Bit of a tap out there with the Rice Fish by low of Seville. Didn't go anywhere in particular. There's another whistle on play and the back decision. And it's going to go the way of Gembrook Cockatoo. Stack of players. Umpire says you can play it on now. I thought the player on the ground, which was Basto, would have got the free kick. The umpire said no, it was an ordinary handball. Puts his teammate under a lot of pressure. Gembrook Cockatoo over the block. We can't see. It's right in front of the coach's box, which was our blind spot. And now it comes out. Little handball over the top. Silver got it through James Cesare. And now they're off and running. It's back in the hands of Gembrook Cockatoo. They're turning the ball over left, right and centre. Both sides at the moment. Ball just in the centre circle at the moment. This handball's absolutely going nowhere. That's
he handballed it.
He handballed it with his left hand. And a bit unlucky there. Gembrook Cockatoo, I think. Liam?
Yep, indeed. Score two. Well, you can hear my frustration. Score Tino to Nolan, a.k.a. Jack Ginnivan. Good kick too. And his teammate will cop one for 2 there. That is one I do agree with. And that's against, that's going to Michael Condello, I should say. So should send one inside 450 here. Not quite.
Good mark.
Just hovered it. And 25!
Oh, well, I don't think that's a terrible decision, Liam.
Oh,
A little bit harsh.
for a minimal bit of contact to the head after he marked the ball. I don't think that's right.
Minimal's minuscule. Anyway, we'll trust my opinion more. I've umpired 3 senior grand finals.
Oh, sorry, Aiden. Just wobble your head a little bit more, mate. Not a problem.
Oh, he's very frustrated here, the Verd. He's not happy. And if we poke him a little bit more, he might explode.
I'm not saying anything. I agree with Liam. I thought it was very soft, to tell you the truth.
So low from about 25 out, slight angle to the Township Road end of the ground. Kicker's on the way.
Gee, that's on the full.
It's out in the full. Got what it deserved, I reckon. Ooh. Well, it's a behind, I should say, either way. 4-5-29 to 7-5-47.
And, yep, it's interesting, isn't it, some of those decisions, and you sort of wonder why they happen at times. And sure enough, you swing her arm around, but wasn't a lot in it. Nolan over the back, couldn't hang on to that mark, was picked off there by Gembrook's Cristani, gave it out to a teammate, but the clearance isn't clean, and it's gone out of bounds centre wing. So Nolan just trotting around doing what he wants at the moment. No one's picking him up, and he's not picking anyone
Going down
up.
back again.
So you're going to play a 2-on-1 on Frito. He can certainly run around now, so that's what happens. Up they go. Basto took it out of the air. That should be a throw. Incorrect disposal. Probably didn't need to do that. And that is a good call. Dengnai got it. Gave it across to his teammate and James Cesare. Goes down the centre half forward. Nobody can take that mark. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Took it low to the ground there. Well done. So General Cockatoo once again looking for Paul Volder. That's his dad. Damien Volder gets it across there. Off and running now is little Lockie Ramage. Nice little pass there too, and a good mark taken by Verhagen. Plays on, gives it straight back too. And there they go to centre half forward. Nolan. Umpire says, no, you can play league footy. You're not going to get a free kick, Michael. Up in the air by Wareham. That's Bryce. Very, very high. Two players' eyes on the footy. That was well done. Umpire says you both touch it, and Fleming, you're not going to be taken the mark. I think that's a pretty good call. I think they both had fingers on it. Probably could have paid the mark to Fleming. But it's going to be a ball up. Right in front of the new pavilion here at Gembrook Cockatoo. Oh, jeez.
Leo's about to crack it open. I can feel it. I'm probably not far behind him.
Dengnai, handball at no one in particular. Umpire plays it on now. Back to Warren. Dodges one way, dodges the other, and then kicks it absolutely nowhere on the ground. Bit of a Yorker type little spinny ball. Nobody can take it. There's a little bit of off the ball happening as well for Frito and Nolan. The umpire just walked straight past and said, get up, you silly buggers. Nothing's happening. Right at the centre wing they go. It's getting cooler and cooler. Seagulls out there. What are they doing? The tide is just not this high.
They're little galahs, aren't they?
I don't know what they are, but it's Aaron Frito with the football now. On the left leg he goes. He's got to play all on his own. It was a good pass there to South. And Dante South.
One of Aiden's favourite players, Leo. Dante South.
Yeah, that's it. No, I used to know Dante from back in the Cedar days, and good to see him playing senior football here for Gembrook as he lines up, loads up from 50 metres out. Got a decent bit of it, but not going to quite make the distance. And big fist coming in there that time from Jack Nolan. And ball goes out of bounds here, so deep inside forward 50 here for Gembrook Cockatoo. And stoppage here, so ball to be thrown back into play. Umpire Priestley, good throw in as well, lots of height, just fell a little bit short. Getting there first was Nye, and just knocked off the play there. It was one of the Gembrook Cockatoo players. Looks like O'Sullivan's hit the ground. And with the ball here now, this is one of the Condellos and Alex. He passes it to the other Condello, this time in Michael. And eventually he kicks the ball out wide here to a 1-on-1 contest now. It's become a 2-on-1 contest. You can win the ball here at ground level. Scortino got in there but couldn't take it cleanly. Now it's in the hands of Welsh of Gembrook Cockatoo, and they've done this pretty well. Running forward here is Taylor. Puts the ball inside 50. Oh, couldn't quite take the mark.
Here we go.
And he's got a free kick. And Leo's happy, Liam's happy, and Liam, you might be interviewing this man if he kicks this one straight through the middle.
Set the target for 6 goals for the great man. If he kicks 6, he gets the after the game interview, which we put up later in the week.
He wanted this interview badly, you can tell.
I'm just waiting for one out in the full.
There it is.
I'm just waiting for the sun to come out.
Oh, yeah, it's going to come out in December, mate. It's
Yeah,
about it between the hours of 12 and 12:15, I think.
He'll be kicking from 35 out, directly in front. He hasn't had trouble all day.
Oh, that's
kicked very
that's
well.
put the mocker on him.
Oh,
Yeah, that has put the mocker on him.
Oh, no.
Here we go, Miles Wareham.
Oh, no.
Where's this kick going to go?
Williams turned his back.
Oh, he's getting interviewed. Get around him. And Liam, you're interviewing him. Get around him. Later today.
Oh,
I
there
don't
we
quite
go.
have the magic touch like Leo. Miles Wareham has kicked his 6th goal for the afternoon. And we are 8 minutes into the third quarter.
8:5:53, 4:5:29, and no, I'm good at putting the mocker on. I think I've got Bart from Upway after
Bart from Mount Evelyn. I think
Mount
Upway
Evelyn,
were loving it.
like
Mount Evelyn, not so
2:14 or something. Anyway, back in the middle. Good goal, good play, well done. So it's back in the middle.
He's currently leading Seville by 8
Good on
points
you.
here.
That's going to be one of his questions. Schultz in the ruck now for Gembrook Cockatoo against Darnang. Umpire throws the ball aloft. Up they go. Nang could have got that easy, but no other ruckman really got the hands to it. Umpire just lets him play on. Little kick come out of the pack, and Seville got the clearance once more out towards the centre wing. Remember, side the ground, that ball bounced backwards.
Oh, it's a
little
throw.
hand that came out there, and I think it was
Thank
a throw.
you.
It was incorrect disposal against Michael Condello. Good call, Liam. Back into the centre forward, 50 it goes.
Not again!
Bang! Cleared the pack out there for Edo. Michael picks it up, spins around onto the right foot, kicks it around the corner.
that's class.
And
That is
absolutely
class.
No problems with that
What a goal.
whatsoever. And umpire Matty Strickland said that is another goal. And Michael Frito gets on the action, kicks his third. And Gembrook Cockatoo go to 9-5, 59. Leading Seville 4-5, 29. And 9 gone, a quarter number 3. Only had 2 goal kickers on the park. Gembrook Cockatoo at the moment. Michael Frito and Miles Wareham. And between them have not kicked one out on the full yet.
No, they haven't. They'll be pretty happy with that.
Well, that wind's turning around again, boys. It's now coming from the Arctic. It was the Antarctic before. Not good.
No, that's it.
How you going, Purple Hands, all right?
I'm struggling a little bit here, Leo. You notice it gets a bit dry when I don't sweat very much. My hands go quite dry. But anyway, the ball's in the centre here, and it's a long kick coming out of the pack. Kick heading towards the boundary line. So this is going to be thrown back into play here.
Just a quarter and a bit to go, Aiden.
Yeah, that's it.
Just think about the warm car.
Yeah, that's it, the warm
Is
car.
the heater working?
Yeah, no, the heater's working. It's all good, Leo. Anyway, so ball to be thrown back into play here. Leo's holding onto his coffee mug, trying to find
I don't
some
want it
warmth.
coffee, I was hanging on to it.
Knight got front position, just grabbed it straight out of the ruck. Handball to a teammate and Kashut. Long ball going forward here now. Can someone take a mark? No, they can't. Free kick been paid, and it's going to go the way of the Blues.
Advantage.
And Muscat.
Hang on, who's called advantage?
Oh, he hadn't called advantage.
He had called advantage.
The umpire, I don't think the umpire had. The player took advantage.
He went like this. Don't
Did he?
tell me about this 3 times premiership umpire. He did that.
He's bit back
I don't
at
reckon
you
the
there,
umpire. I
Aiden.
don't know the umpire called advantage. It maybe should have been called.
What
advantage,
is that?
but I don't.
Means advantage.
Okay, I'll rest my case. Paul Bailey with it. 3 times premiership.
Paul Bailey.
3-time grand final. Did you say premiership or grand final?
No, grand final. You don't say premierships in your umpires, Leo.
Boundary umpire, mind you.
I still knew the rules. I still knew
Good
the
mark
rules and
back
everything,
there.
Liam.
Don't talk the words.
It's got more validity than you'll ever have.
Schultz had it, gives it
look
across
at
to
you.
his teammate and
He
comes
didn't like
back
that.
out here too as we're just debating Aid Miller's brilliant boundary umpiring career.
Yeah, it was very good.
That wasn't me, that was Leo.
I know. That was loud.
Right? You ran forward 400 metres and backward 500, so you're negative 100 metres at this stage in your career. Throw in.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Georgia Priest. No, great
There's a
effort.
little bit of sideways movement as well.
Oh, but what they call that,
Yeah,
grapevine.
occasionally. Yeah, grapevining sometimes when you've
There
got
we
to change from forward to backward or backward to forward.
There we go. Umpire now. Now they signalled the wrong way.
And then
called
paid
advantage.
advantage.
There we go. Confuses everybody.
Oh, what is going
Doesn't
on?
take much to confuse me. No long kick over the top. Michael Frito in the box here. Bit of a off the top rope coat hanger by Jackie Nolan. And umpire says that is too high. And Michael Frito, he's too many metres out from goal here, even for him. Looking to give it off. He's just going to kick it long to the goal square. It's a beautiful long kick as well, but there's 3 Blues jumper. There's absolutely no Gembrook jumper in amongst it.
You know what I'm looking forward to is later on when you guys are going to say, the umpires have done a pretty good job today after you've been giving it to them all day.
They've done a fantastic job.
There it is.
Anyway, free kick going out there to Fleming. Goes out wide at the outer side of the ground. Good spoil by the defensive Gembrook Cockatoo, but the umpire says it's illegal.
I'm just remaining impartial today.
Oh, yep. Okay, Mr. Impartial, take it away.
So Seville on the outer side, and that kick is bounced out in front of Bailey, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw-in on the outer side, about 60 metres out from the Gembrook Cockatoo home. They're kicking to the Puffing Billy end of the ground here on this blustery late winter's afternoon here in the second week of August.
I should have bought a balaclava.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Aiden. Ball gets to
Should have
about
bought a heater.
55.
Yeah,
That's
that would've been
probably a
good too.
better one. Bailey scored,
bring one of those
Tino.
fires up.
It's a free kick as well going to Seville.
I'm not sure if that wood there burning's good for your health, to tell you the truth. It's got a bit of an aroma to it, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
It's a cypress.
Straight out of a woodwork class or something. That real type of wood. Here is Strawn. Sends one long to the outer side. Comes to ground. Handball over the top was good to Volta, who gave it straight back to his teammate, whose kick out in front of Schultz was magnificent. Stays in the field of play. He's going to go inside forward 50. The option short was, it looked like Ferrito at the time. Great tackle there laid by Bryce Wareham. No free kick coming towards. A little bit of a slingy tackle by Aaron Ferrito after the Seville player disposed of the football.
Been good today, Aaron Ferrito.
He has
been
indeed.
impressed with the young man.
He's taken the game on a lot. I'll have to see it.
He's had an impressive back half of the year as young Aaron. Now, what is there is a relation to Michael
Yeah, I think they're
Leo.
I
It's
think they're
cousins, isn't
I
it?
think. Yeah.
So, Nye out of the ruck. He got it down. Here is Mark Cesare, I should say. My brain's starting to freeze over in these cold conditions. The Brookers go inside forward 50 again. That ball was going to favour
Great
Jai
gutsy effort, that.
Scortino underneath it, but a quality mark taken in the circumstances there, deep in the pocket. This could be a real opportunity for only Gembrook Cockatoo's third goal scorer of the afternoon. Wareham with 6, Ferrito with 3. They're the 9 all together for the Brookers as we approach the 15-minute mark of the third. This to push it out to an even 6-goal margin, deep in the right forward pocket. Kick is on the way. It was an inside-out floater. It's a helicopter, but it's done the job, and the Brookers are out to a 6-goal margin. 10-5-65 they are now. Seville might be in a little bit of trouble. They're 4-5-29. We've gone 15 here in the third, Leo.
Well, might have 3 goal kickers, still only got the 2 names. Is that right? That was Aaron Ferrito, wasn't it not? I'm pretty sure it was on the left foot. 10-5-65. We'll double check. Aiden's having a little look around. 15 gone. 4-5-29.
He won't turn around.
We'll find out in a minute.
He's right there next to Icon.
I can. We'll find out very, very soon. But I'm pretty sure it was young Ferrito's back in the middle. Up they go. You keep a watch out there. Dang Knight takes it out of the ruck, but then lost control of it.
You're right. It is Ferrito.
Yep, I thought it was. It's, as I say, 3 goal kickers, 2 names, and away we go. Gembrook Cockatoo, but it's Deng Nye with the free kick. Not quite sure what it was for, but went straight down the middle of the ground. Paul Bailey went up for a good mark, couldn't hang on to it for Seville. It's at centre half forward. Can they get a goal to answer this Gembrook attack at the moment? The umpire says, I'll ball it up. Big pack of players around the ball down there at centre half forward at Seville at the moment. Umpire throws it up. Lowe gets the thump out there over Bastow, and they get a bit more purchase on the football there. Do Seville's gone straight across the side of the ground, close to the boundary line there. Running through there was Cicero, and that was Mark, the king on leg. Got a little bit of it there and kicks back to Lowe at centre half forward. Handballs it straight away. They can go to that full forward there. It was smothered. Colin Bastow just dives on it, gets grabbed a bit high by Deng Nye. And these 2 guys, I don't think they like each other. Won't be sending each other's Christmas cards. No. Handballs it across to Bastow. Gives it across looking there for young Aaron Ferrito. On the left leg if you can pick it up. Just waited for the ball to bounce. He's pretty strong in the lower body. Shrugs 1 tackle. Shrugs 2 tackles. Gives it across to a teammate there in South. What can he do with it? Goes to centre half forward. Puts it in that forward 50. Over the back of the pack. Where did he get that? It was touched. The umpire said it went straight through the hands of Fleming, so I can't pay you the mark. But he thought he took it. I would have paid it. No, that's going to be a free kick.
Yep.
And umpires played the advantage now. Seville, can they get out of this? It's over there to Kosh. It goes out the centre wing onto the member side of the ground. Paul Bailey in the chase for the run for the football with the Donato of Gembrook Cockatoo, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. How did it end up in Wareham's hands out there? Must have gone straight through Fleming. You could almost have paid that, Mark.
He's just having that sort of day, isn't he, Miles?
You would have paid it.
I would have paid it. I would have claimed it too. I think he did claim it.
Anyway,
there's plenty of mark being taken. It's come off other hands.
Ball to be thrown back into play. Nye had front position, got a little tap down. Scortino. Just a little bit of contact there. Ball here in the hands now.
You had any coffee ice blocks? I just had one.
Oh, there you go.
It's frozen over, Liam.
Oh no! You haven't even eaten your your cupcakes yet.
You've noticed those, haven't you?
Yeah,
I know. It's been too cold.
He's eyeing them off. He wants them himself anyway. Bastow and
three-quarter time, boys.
got it again, and Deng Nye just thumps it forward, but a little sock off the ground here. Frazzetto's there at ground level. Scortino in there as well for Seville. Picked up there. That was a good handball at that time by Koshut, and he got it was Cicero now who gets the ball moving forward, but we're under it for Gembrook Cockatoo, so they can counter-attack here, the Brookers. And Bryce Wareham in absolutely no hurry. Hugs the boundary line. That might be a bit wide. No, I think Ferrito kept it in play. Yep. Boundary umpire's happy to let it go.
Did well to keep him off the fence there, I think, Jack Nolan.
Did Ferrito in ball with this kick. That's a good one straight to Dante South. And he's going to get the ball moving here.
No, handball behind.
Bit
It's
of a
not
rough
good.
Handball, yeah, that's it. But they might be able to make it work here.
Oh,
Sullivan got it back to Dante South. South got a handball away.
Oh,
Frazzetto crushes the pack, and I reckon he's won himself a free here. Yes, he has.
Jeez, you went through hard there, didn't he, young Matthew Frazzetto? Bit like a pinball in the machine there. Went ping one way and copped it the other, but won himself a free kick, like you said, Aidan.
Yeah, that's it. And I think he might even be backing himself in here from.
It's going to take a good kick. There's a nice hole, just in front of Jack Nolan there if someone wants to get into that.
Wareham and his opponent going at it in the goal square.
Long kick. Oh, just touched on the line, and it's knocked over for a rush behind. And it's now 10-6-66, leading at 4-5-29.
Yeah, I tell you what, Miles Wareham and his opponent were going at it in the goal square there. I think a few blows actually landed.
Well, we'll just keep themselves warm. I think kick-in's taken place, and it's been marked over there by Sonny Sanaga. That's a great name. Nice, warm name, isn't it? Sonny goes further, out wide. Scortino, Bailey. They're just chipping their way around at the moment, Seville. Just trying to maintain possession of the football and still out there in the goal square. Just keep on watching that, Aiden, if you can, because they're having a bit of a chat there, the two boys. And hopefully they'll sort themselves out and exchange pleasantries later on.
Oh, yeah.
Umpire, let's let them go. We'll go back to the outer side of the ground. Big leap out there by Lowe. Couldn't hang on to the mark there for Seville. Very close to that boundary line once again. There's plenty of blue jumpers. Deng Nai got a very quick kick under the ground. There goes Cesare trying to pick the ball up, but went through without it. Goes back and gets it once again. Henson gets hold of him. And the umpire just lets them play at the moment. It sprills through once more. It's getting quite dark out here too, boys. They should have used a yellow footy. Here it comes back in the centre wing. Seville try to get it. Williams in there, but they get it out to Fleming. Seville kicks it long to that forward 50. Basto in the lead of the race for the football there for Gembrook Cockatoo ahead of Nolan. What's he doing up there all of a sudden? And it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. He's trying to find into the ground to the other there, Jack.
So there's only the one group of head-to-head backward of the centre square, and it's Wareham and Farrow there who have come to blows. Ball comes out the back to no one in particular. The locals getting involved. A little bit of the verbal here today. Here's a chance forward. Ball came from Strawn, and it was a delightful kick, and it's been marked by Bailey, the captain. And this is just a kick that has to go through from a Seville perspective. The last, well, we're into time on now actually, so it's just to keep it within a manageable distance. Approaching that three-quarter time break. As Bailey's on his approach. Kicker's on the way. And it's just missed. Through from behind. 4-6 plays 10-5-21 gone third quarter.
Just left of centre there, wasn't it, there for Seville. Normally a beautiful kick, Paul Bailey. It wasn't such a bad kick. It just missed a little bit on the one side. Over they go now from the kick in. It ends up in the hands of Frankie Di Donato. Go short once again. This young boy again been very good. Aaron Ferrito should have been played on. Wants to get on that left leg. Does so now. Kicks it back here towards the pavilion side of the ground. Looking for Barreau or cousin Michael. Took it easy too. Plays on straight away.
There he is.
Beautiful looking kick over the back, but chipping in for a very good mark indeed was Daniel Iacone. He goes out to the outer side of the ground. Up the middle they go now. They can play on Seville. Scortino's got it. That's Bailey. Goes out wide. Looking for and finding. Is that Nicholson out there? I think
Saniga.
It is Saniga out there. 19, not 18. It's a long way away. And they can just keep playing with the possession game here. Over the top they go. Looking for Low. Handball just over the top there. Bounces it like a basketball. In actual fact, umpire says it's got to come back. It's not going to. Or has he paid a throw? Umpire signalling a free kick to Gembrook. Couldn't see one there, to tell you the truth. And it is going to go to Gembrook. Must have been something after the ball got this got rid of, and Damien Volt is going to be the recipient thereof. And just taking a bit extra time. 22 and a half gone in the third quarter. So Damien Volta with the resulting free kick, centre wing on the outer side of the ground. Kicks it long down the line. One-on-one contest there. Ferrito and Nolan both ran underneath the football there for each other's sides. No one can pick it up. Michael Ferrito can. He just got in there and borrowed in and got it out quite well. Here's a very high up and under kick. Who wants to stand underneath that? Wareham could have taken it, got shoved out of the way. Get out of the road. He could have taken that mark on his chest. It bends up in the hands of Scortino. Bailey goes very, very short. It's been kept in play. Now it's been bustled over.
Free kick.
And it's played in the back. Free kick going to go against Bailey, score too.
If he kicks this,
and this
Wareham.
is Wareham. I could get my out of bounds on the full here, boys. He has kicked 6 so far, 1 behind and none out on the full.
you got to get your voice up if he kicks this, Leo. This is all yours.
He's going to kick this, I reckon.
He'll kick this, I reckon. He's had the day of his life.
It's not a bad spot. He can run out now because no one can get within 2 metres, or he actually does not and just snuck it through for a behind. Very disappointing. I thought he might have gone out a little bit on the left leg, actually, because it wasn't too far out. And unfortunately for Miles, Wareham and Gembrook Cockatoo has gone through for a behind. They go to 10-7 to 67. They lead Seville 4-6-30, and we have now been going 24 minutes in quarter number 3.
Sorry, Leo, just bear with me for a sec, mate. I'll just make sure the scores are here.
That's right.
Sorry, but I know you're doing live scores as well. How come you're doing it anyway?
Nathan had to leave the studio down there today.
Oh, fair enough.
Saniga brings the ball back into play. And it's a good kick hitting up a teammate there in Dijon, and a long kick heading towards the broadcast wing, and Bryce Wareham cuts it off and hits up a teammate here in Alcott. So Connor Alcott too far out to score, so
No.
and he heads back with that kick, so just a bit of a slow build here from the Brookers. No real hurry here at the moment, leading by 36 points at the moment.
37.
Okay, 37. Scoreboard's got it wrong, and Braden Weller here with the ball now on the wing, so just pulling around with it at the moment. Bryce Wareham's got it now, and
There's nowhere to go because you've got nothing down the line anyway. So he's going to kick it straight down Dengnai's throat
that's
here.
it. Wareham just loads up. Dengnai's there. Oh, couldn't quite finish the
I did say
mark.
he's going to kick it down his throat. He didn't take the mark.
That's it. Scortino got in there. One out by Nolan. Ball heads towards the pantry, and Farrow thought it was just going to go over, and the ball bounced back into play, and he had to make sure that it got to the sanctuary of the pantry line. Anyway, it's a stoppage inside 50 here for the Brookers. Fredo's going to go up against Dengnai. Good throw in again. Fredo on the tap. Got it down to a teammate there, and Taylor. He's wrapped up in the tackle straight away, so repeat stoppages inside 50. So a strong position here, Gembrook. We're 25.5 into the third quarter, and they lead by 37 points. Farrow gets a handball out to Saniga. Saniga dropped it. Crowd wanted something.
Oh, he has
Kick
not.
for a hold. And Liam Vertigan's complaining again.
Well, umpires on one side, crowd on the other, and that's the difference in the opinion of the decision, I suppose.
He did drop it first.
Saniga plays on Salter Candy beautifully. Long kick goes up the line here, but it's all Gembrook at the moment. Good mark taken that time there by Dinato. He goes back in ball with a kick, and mark just taken there by Aaron Fredo.
Oh,
Right, his fingertips. That's not a good kick though. Turn straight over, and they're going to get away here. This is Andrew Condello. So a short kick into the centre of the ground. Now Saniga once again. He's had it a few times in the last couple of minutes. Kick goes out a bit wide. Dinato might win the race, but no getting to it first that time. It looked like Dickinson, and the ball goes out of bounds. So they've done that okay there, Seville. It wasn't the cleanest ball movement you've ever seen, but nonetheless it is at half forward for him now, and they win themselves a stoppage, Leo.
26 and a bit minutes gone through quarter number 3. 67 leads 30 at the moment here with Gembrook in the ascendancy. It's on the half forward flank there. Both ruckman tap it the same way. Dengnai's been getting his hands on it plenty of times. And it's going to be a ball up. Quick whistle there by the umpires to stop that. Up she goes once again. A lot of players there. Nice jump by Schultz. Got a bit of a tap out there. Umpire just lets him go. Nobody can pick it up cleanly once again. Right in the way is that little tower at the moment. And the name ball comes out. Seville got the ascendancy and got the clearance. Nobody can pick it up. Now they can. Seville, handball into the middle of the corridor. Dickinson gives it across to a teammate there. As the siren sounds, they end up in the answer Strawn. But the quarter has ended, and it is a three-quarter time here at the Brookers ground. It's 10-7, 67 Gembrook Cockatoo, leading Seville 4-6-30. The goal kicker's on the park for the Brookers. Miles Wareham has kicked 6. That's one handful plus 1. Michael Fredo 3, Aaron Fredo also with 1, and for Seville Dickinson's got 1, 2 to James Ciceri, and 1 over there to Dominic Lolly. Blow the siren. Thank you. Here we go. Take it away, Aidan.
And final quarter underway, and Rowe just got a little fingertip on it. And ball locked up in the middle here for the moment. Nolan got a little kick forward, but it wasn't a very effective one. Getting in there now is Plemming. And it'll be repeat stoppages for a take 2 here in the centre. So Bastow and Rowe to go at it again. Rowe with a big jump, but Bastow weighted down and just took it out of the ruck. Taking a tackle there was Alcott. And it'll be balled up in the middle once again. So Rowe got front position, got a tap down. Little secondary knock on there as well. Taken beautifully that time there by Bourne. Got it out wide to Alcott. Alcott just handballs it forward, trying to run it here is Smith. Couldn't take it cleanly though. Now here's Aaron Ferredo, who's had a pretty good game so far today. But now getting it away here for the moment is Seville. Running onto it here looks like Strawn. Strawn puts the ball forward. Can someone take a mark here? There's Nolan. Oh, gee, just couldn't quite hold on to it there. There was Welsh for Gembrook Cockatoo, and there's a free kick. And it's going to go to the Brookers, so Welsh holds up in defence. Size up his options down the ground. Interesting kick there, but it's hit the target nonetheless. Straight to Aaron Ferredo. Doesn't matter how do you get it to your teammate, Leo, as long as it hits the target.
Yeah, never been a great kick, Welshie.
Long kick, good mark taken there by Scortino, so it's going to be coming back here, so they're going to have to set up again the Brookers' defence. Scortino short one to Rowe. Bit of a slow build here for the Blues. No real hurry. Rowe just keeps that ball moving forward. Smith was there, couldn't take the mark. Might not have been Smith, actually. No, it was Smith. Anyway, ball trickles over the boundary line, so it's going to be thrown back into play here. So Bastow and Rowe are going to go at it again. Rowe just thumps it forward. Trying to get onto it there was Condello. He eventually gets onto it. Taking in a tackle. Ball goes over the boundary line. Brookers crowd want ball, but it's only going to be thrown back into play, Leo.
Sorry, Yuto. I've just had a message from Cameron come through. Only a field umpire can card a player if a boundary or goal umpire sees an incident. They inform the field umpire of their earliest opportunity without causing an interruption to play.
Correctly.
So usually that takes place at the end of a quarter, especially if it's a goal umpire.
That's exactly what I told you last week.
That's what I just said before, that they do it at their earliest convenience. But like I say, if it happens at the start of a quarter, you can almost penalise a side if you've got a win or not a win. So I understand the situation, I understand the procedure. It's just one of those things where you could have done something in the third quarter and played another whole quarter off, and then you're off at the last. But
it's particularly hard.
Thanks, Cameron.
It's particularly hard for goal umpires because you don't have a whistle to blow to get people's attention. At least a boundary umpire does, but that's just how it's always been, I suppose.
Do you think that it could mount a case for a goal umpire to have a whistle in situations like that?
Well, I don't know why they don't have a whistle, but, it's just the way it is these days. Anyway, the game continues, and Seville get another clearance from centre half back out there on the outer soil. Smith almost took an inside out back to front mark, but couldn't quite hang on to it. Seville, they can get a little bit of a run on here if they can get the football out, but they just keep not hitting targets at the moment today. They've really missed quite a few. Little kick comes out of the pack once more, and they're off and running this time. And down towards the forward line they go. And that was Alloy who got it out for Seville. So Welsh once again gets a handball out off the ground. Gembrook Cockatoo can't quite get there. That looks like Dickinson on the outer side of the ground there for Seville. Trying to pick the ball up. That looks like Welsh of Gembrook Cockatoo. It's quite dark here at the moment too, boys. They could turn the lights on, but they probably don't work either.
No, they did last time, remember? They flicked them on for us.
They did. We'll switch the damn things on again.
There you go. The mayor has spoken. Put them on.
Yellow footies are good. Throw in. Forward pocket area for Seville. Kicking to the Puffin Billy end at the ground here at Gembrook Cockatoo. Smith, no, thought Manson in his hands. It did not. Now he's gone back and got a little quick handball. Sometimes just in those situations, you just got to get a quick kick, get the ball out of there if they can. Volta, no, he couldn't get it either. Umpire lets them play on. Seville, little kick come out sideways. That is not far enough. Umpire lets it go. Aloy couldn't hang on to it there for Seville. And looks like Didinato on the bottom of the pack for Gembrook Cockatoo. It's going to be another ball up. Centre corridor this time though for Seville. Welsh, don't get sucked into that pack. Get out of there. Sorry, I shouldn't be coaching. Little umpire just threw it up once again. Here they go now. Gembrook Cockatoo. Handball comes out nicely by Weller. Could he find the target? No, he can't. It's a lot of fumbling going on at the moment. Cesare there picked it up for Seville. Has been paid a free kick. Just a big pack there, Liam, there. Everyone got sucked into. Gembrook needed to get out. Welsh could have been out there all on his own, but he got sucked into that pack. Lucky the ball didn't come out.
Yeah, they're playing their game a little bit at the moment. Gembrook been sucked into the way Seville play the game, and that's a solid mark, standing his ground.
Well, it's almost a 25-metre penalty because he's...
Well, if you paid the one in the second quarter, you probably got to pay the one like that.
Well, you take a mark and get a push in the back. It's like a double whammy.
Yeah, exactly right. Ball to the outer side, picking the ball up first there. That time was Sonny Sangia. A lovely name, rolls off the tongue. Ball on the outer side, spitting his way out of trouble was Jai Scortino. And he has to try and get rid of this footy here. It's valuable seconds being taken off the clock. Early stages of this final quarter. Keep the margin out where it is without Seville affecting any input on the scoreboard. It's just going to make the likely top of the table sit for Gembrook Cockatoo look all the more better, Leo, at this stage?
Well, a long way to go yet. They've still got a few rounds to go too, haven't they? But they do look the top two sides in Div 1. What's happening over there, Purple Hands?
I knew you were going to say that. I reckon you're almost colder than me, Leo. You're trying to hug yourself. But anyway.
I am.
You look freezing, Leo, but Gembrook just going backwards to go forwards. And ball just hitting Reardon on the chest there for the moment. Reardon just up the line here to Didonado.
Yep.
So no real hurry here for the Brookers. Didonado with the ball once again. Funny little kick heading up the line here. Scortino's there for Seville, but couldn't quite take it cleanly, and ball goes over the boundary line for a throw-in. So the breeze has died down a little bit. Still,
Well, it hasn't been a real strong win. It's just been a jolly cold one.
yeah, that's it. So boundary throw-in here.
Cool. Jim's just made an interchange at the moment. They've left it up, play it totally on his own there in the Lloyd, centre half forward.
Yeah, that's it. And he was nearly on there for a second.
He was definitely on this.
Scortino just couldn't take it cleanly.
I know you want to make your rotations and all, but sometimes it's just not the right time to do it.
Yeah. So anyway, repeat stoppages on the wing, and Rowe just smashes it forward, and there's a free kick here.
What for?
I'm not sure. That's actually penalised. That was about a 40-metre clearance. It's going to go back to the player who just went boom. How did you get the free kick, Low?
It might have been a third man up potentially, because it looked like Rowe was the only one going at it, and perhaps
His name is Lowe.
Lowe, I call him Rowe.
I know you have.
Lowe. Long kick forward. And soccer off the ground here. Alcott was there at ground level. But getting to it first there was Bailey, the skipper for Seville. Little soccer off the ground there from Weller. And they just get it moving forward here for the time being. Condello was at the back, couldn't get the mark, and there's a free kick here. I think it's going to the Brookers.
It is.
Yep.
Obvious.
All right, it's going to Bourne. Yeah, I think all free kicks should go to Gembrook. Bourne just up the line here for the moment. No mark taken there by Condello, but he got it at ground level.
Good tackle.
And getting a kick away here was Verhagen for Gembrook Cockatoo. No mark taken. Ball spills to ground. Bryce Wareham handballs towards the boundary line. Another whistle here. Free kick going to Gembrook once again.
Yeah, hung on to after he handballed it out there, so that's fair enough.
So Bryce Wareham to keep this ball moving forward. He handballs off to a teammate though. So this will get them inside 50. No Bryce Wareham, of course. Frazzetto was there, but the ball thumped away. This looks like Ferrito picking it up now. Handballs off to a teammate. Good handball here. Frazzetto's out now, and he can run in and
kick a goal.
Yes, it has. He's kicked the goal.
Well, thank goodness the wind was blowing from the wrong quarter today, because that would never come back from that angle. But
Matt Frazzetto all the way. I thought it was hitting the post, and it just straightened up at the last second. He kicks his first goal for the afternoon. And the Brook as well. They skip out to a 43-point lead. And we've gone about 9 minutes into this last quarter, Leo.
we have 11-7-73 now. Gembrook Cockatoo 4-6-30 Seville. And like you say, it's taken a while to get that score. And the prevailing breeze blew that back. As you very rarely see that come back from the right goal post at the road end. So well done there to young Matthew Frazzetto. So it's back in the middle of the umpires. He balls the ball back up again. Basto and Logo up for it. No, they really got a clean tap out there, but it's the clearance once again. They've done it quite well through Nick Layson. This time Seville bounces it nice and high. Oh, tap out went straight back to Henson of Gembrook Cockatoo. The handball just bounced short of his teammate. Henson's going back to try and get it. It's a good tackle, and I think he's won it back. So did it quite well, Gembrook Cockatoo. Oh no, we just kicked it straight in the man on the mark, landed in the hands of Henson. Gembrook Cockatoo, a bit of running at the moment, can go through the centre circle at the moment. Looking out wide, Mark no, Frazzetto couldn't rove the ball, goes back and gets it a second time, did it very well indeed. And Matty Frazzetto puts it into the goal square. There's no Gembrook player there at all, trying to tackle his opponent through. There was Cristani. Umpire lets him go. Nolan's got it now for Seville. Back centre wing, looking for his teammate there in low. Bounces high, good enough to get it. Tackled straight away. The ball hit the ground. Umpire says, tackle's freed it up.
Yeah.
And there is going to be a free kick going to go the way of Gembrook Cockatoo, and it's Wareham with it.
Yeah, of the Bryce variety and the helmet. Handballs off straight away that time to South. Aiden's favourite player. Free kick downfield, and the locals absolutely love it. Theoretically, there should be an advantage there.
Did they kick the goal?
Yeah, Ferrito ran into the open goal and kicked it into the back part of the ute, but it's going to come straight back.
Well, you're right. It happened last time when the advantage was given when there's no one looking. Not sure about the advantage rule sometimes. It's anyway.
Yep, we go again.
take 2.
Looks like Ferredo again. You know what he's capable of with the boot.
Well, last time he kicked from here, kicked it straight through the middle of the behind. So I hope you learnt from that.
Don't put the mocker on him, Leo.
No mocker on Michael Fred. He's a beautiful kicker to footy.
For his 4th of the afternoon.
That's what you were saying at halfway to Coma 2 weeks
ago.
Oh, no.
Don't let it go too far.
The locals are behind the goals with their hands standing, their hands high straight up in the air. He's kicked it behind.
That's where you kick it. That's where you kick it normally, but not today, Michael. Thought he would have learnt from the first one. 11-8, 74 Gembrook Cockatoo, 4-6-30. 11 minutes and a bit gone on the last quarter.
Aiden shaking his head, Leo. He's not happy at you.
Well,
nothing worse than
normally it drifts back from the left side, but the breeze is coming from the wrong corner. It's coming from the Antarctic today, so it blows the other way.
25. And Leighton's complaining about the umpires again.
Well, the fullback's run out of the goal square, which is play on. Gembrook full back or full forward's going to go up to it, and of course he's got 25 metres, and now he's got to go back and line him up, does he? Okay. Get around, line him up, that's it, go. Take 2. Go, Liam.
It's more like take 3 if you think about it. Play on now through the middle of the ground, do Seville, and they need to charge home quite quickly. Went through the hands of Reece Jahan. In the middle, here's Bryce Wareham, spinning and spinning.
Spunning.
Yeah, my brain's frozen.
Yeah, tell me about
Pirouetting, I should have said. Kick out wide, that's a free kick, yep. Probably one of the only ones I agree with so far today. Free kick to Koshel.
There's a bushfire going on down there, boys.
Yeah, it's not a controlled burn anymore, it's turned into might have to be reported on the Vic emergency app the way it's going. Ball stays in the field of play. O'Sullivan kicks down the line. That's a nice little mark, if you don't mind. Here is Alcott. Kicks to the top of the square. It's a 2-on-1, doing his teammates absolutely no favours there.
Oh, nicely
and
done.
They've actually done very, very well there, Seville. Iacone kicks out wide. Intended target is that 21 in Andrew Condello, and he's got it. And he kicks the ball back inboard. That's a nice little kick as well to Alex Condello. Can they load something up from here? I reckon they can. They need a mark here. Intended target was Nolan, but he was just bumped out of it intelligently, and the mark was taken that time by Ramage. And now they kick it out wide. Ball comes to ground, still in control here. Gembrook Cockatoo. Kick was a little bit of a skew whiffer off the side of the boot. Handball was good over to Henson. Henson put his teammate in Verhagen under a little bit of pressure. Henson gets it again. Handball between about 3, and it's been coughed up. Now Seville come away with it. They might have a chance here inside the forward 50. Kick to the top of the square was intended for Nolan. He just couldn't get a run at it, and that's probably been a little bit of the sign of the day for the Blues so far. Here's Weller. Weller sinks the boot into it. To a 2-on-1 that favoured Seville. The ball comes out the back. Aaron Ferredo's going to run onto it. He has Nye coming towards him. Did nicely. He's got around 2. Had a bounce. A little bit of me about it. Kicks it out wide to about 50. Good fist away there from the De Seville fence. And that time it was nicely done by James Sessra, who's gone down there. And now the umpire will have a ball up, and I can take a breath.
Yeah, I would have been happy if Fred had a right foot there. He broke a couple of nice tackles and just kept running in the same direction with his left foot. Right foot could have put it down the throat of his namesake down at full forward. They get the clearance to Gembrook Cockatoo this time. It's about 10 metres out on the little handball over the top. Absolutely nobody in particular there looking for Frazzetto, but there's plenty of several numbers there. They kick out quickly in a panic. Comes out to the members' side of the ground, and I think the boundary line's going to beat everybody over the line, and it's gone out of bounds for a throw in.
The Dogs have won by 4 points at the Telstra Dome too.
Have they as well? What did they kick any score in the finish? Was that correct?
61 to 57.
Oh, they got it going in a little bit there at the finish. 15 minutes.
I think 62 to 58 to finish off.
62 58, 4 points. And okay, what's the point between friends? Deng Knight sort of taps it down on the ground. Nobody can pick it up at the moment. The king on legs there, and James Sessry just barges his way through on the right foot. A little bit of a Woods type shot, and Smith stands tall and takes a good mark there for the Gembrook Cockatoo. Wants to square the ball up. It's a bit of a risky kick. It takes a good mark, and well, it didn't let him down. He's at centre half back. Goes short once again. Finds Volta.
Had a great year, Volta.
Oh, don't look sideways. Go about going. That's the way. So Volta through the centre corridor. And again, worrying too much about where players are instead of getting the ball moving. It was intercepted by Scortino. They can run down the ground now. Seville, long kick into the full forward area. Nolan's into the box seat here. That should be a free kick.
Yeah, it's
never
Aiden's
in
not
doubt.
going to believe this, but I think that's the right call. Bit of front-on contact there.
No doubt about it. And,
Go on, Jack. Kick it into Aiden's car for me. Been having a go at me all day.
Been good, Jack Nolan.
Oh, it's only fair, Liam.
Right on the edge of the 10-metre arc, and
Hit his
Nolan just
car.
takes 2 steps. Missed Aiden's car, and Nolan puts through a goal there to Seville.
There.
The 5-6-36. Seville, 11-8-74. At Gembrook Cockatoo, and we've been going just over the 16-minute mark of this, gladly, the last quarter.
Well, it's a bit of disrespect there from Liam Lau. I drive him to every ground and he wants people to break my car with.
Yeah, I tend to drop me about 5k short of home, I think, on the way back.
Just remember, Aiden, I paid you $50 up front today, so you should be happy
Here we
with
go.
that. Petrol gate was resolved.
Yeah,
Petrolgate. Yeah, that's been a bit of a rumour going around there.
Oh, we have fun.
Anyway, ball's back in the middle now. Deng Nai's going to go back into the ruck after Lowe's taken much of it in this final quarter. And Nai with a big jump.
Jumped very early.
Got the tap down there, and this is Scortino with the ball in the middle. Gets it out to one of the Condellos. A long kick inside 50, but good mark taken there by Welsh. He handballs back to, I think that's Donadato.
Oh, geez, they muck around with it. Fair dinkum.
Smith. Out of bounds, so
Absolutely no need for any of that.
Leo not happy about it.
Absolutely not.
Aiden, if you think I'm being biased towards Gembrook Cockatoo, because I am.
Yes.
But that's just dumb play.
He's not happy.
There's 3 possessions, and where is it? Nowhere. Back in the banner umpire walked right into the centre corridor, and nobody's back in the goal square at the moment. So we can see a lot of misery happening here in about 2 seconds flat. Throwing a man, isn't it?
Bourne, but umpire let it go. Getting in there, pick it up at ground level is Kashut for Seville, and a long kick out of the pack here by Schultz, just falling short there of his teammate, and that was that in Verhagen. He just kicks out wide. A bit of an interesting one. Couldn't pick it up there at ground level was Ferredo. And picked up here now by Condello. Condello, good handball here to a teammate in Nicholson. Now, shot at the goals here. Is it going to go through? Nolan!
Oh, well done.
Someone's got a sock out of that. I think it might have been Condello who got the last little socker.
It was.
Which one, Aiden?
Which one? It's
Andrew
Condello.
Andrew.
So back-to-back goals here for the Blues.
Floodgates.
And they bring the margin back to 32 points, but with 18.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, 11-8 to 6-6. And
I
that's
think Gembrook in the box seat.
just overuse of the football. Dumb footy. You don't have to give handballs out and putting players under pressure when you're in the open to get the ball moving. And it's just a total unnecessary use of the football. They do it at AFL level and they do it at local level, and it's just unnecessary. Back in the middle once again. Nye got the lovely tap out there. Nice kick out of the pack as well by Accessory, but the mark's been taken. It's an half back by Didinato. It was Didinato, sorry. Weller's got it now. Plays on straight away. That's a more direct kick. And they can play on straight away. Volter's got it. Goes to centre half forward. Puts it in the centre corridor. Had to be marked. It wasn't. So it's been turned over once again. The Seville Blues take it down the middle of the ground. Weller tries to pick it up. Smith is in the secondary position. He's good enough to get it. Good long kick. Long to the outer side. And that's more direct. That's well done. And the mark's been taken by Verhagen. Should play on long. Does so now. It's into that full forward area. Bailey spoils it for Seville.
Oh, what
it's
a
been
read.
picked up. Kicked off the ground by Ramage. He's on his right foot, which is his wrong foot for him. Puts it through for a behind.
He read the ball so well there too.
He did. Yep, just got to practice that right foot a bit more. 11-9-75 Gembrook, 6-6-42 Seville. 20 minutes gone, just into time on Lamb.
Yeah, kick back in the middle. It's a nice kick too. Carried everyone. Mark's been taken by Moscara. Kick to the cricket pitch area.
Good mark, I'd pay that.
Yeah, so would I. Starting to agree. I think that's Cesara.
Sanaga, isn't it? I
It
think.
might have been Sanaga, yeah.
Oh.
All of the intended target was just fisted away from him. And there here's Smith and that flowing mullet, Bailey Smith-like. Kicks the ball out wide. It's a bit of a foot race here. It was nicely done there by Henson. Sends one out wide. Here's Verhagen. Got a good bounce. The footsteps were coming there that time from low. And the kick has been marked by, looks like one of the Scortinos out there.
Can't go wrong. Condello, Scorsino rather, and can't even say it. Cesare, my tongue's frozen.
My brain's frozen, tongue's frozen.
Can't talk.
Can't talk, no. Just about had enough, I think. Ball on the outer side for Seville. Gonna have to start taking risks here. Funny things happen in football. Here's a chance. Big high up and under.
Don't worry, Aidan, it's one of ours, that plane.
Is it?
Kick inside forward 50's doing aerodynamics over up there. High up and under ball. That'll bring rain. It'll be fisted away. Comes to ground. Here's
It'll bring snow into that
De Johan, I should say. And you can hear him over there appealing for a free kick, but there'll be none coming towards.
What do you think I thought that plane was, Leo, just quietly?
Well, I saw you shaking there, but obviously you were shivering. I thought you were a bit nervous with the plane coming down towards us, that was all.
No.
Didonato's got hold of the footy and just steps backwards and it's gone out of bounds for a throw in. He's got the lights on. Look at him, he's looking to land somewhere.
Might be landing here.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, Bantry throwing inside the forward pocket here for the Brookers. Actually, that's for the Blues, in fact.
Miles Wareham back on the ground too.
Okay.
There we go. So, winning the tap there was low, but teammate was taken in a tackle straight away. And so repeat stoppages inside 50 here for the Blues. Still trailing by 33 points. So we're now 22 minutes into this last quarter. We've had some pretty short quarters today too. Last week, every quarter went above 35. I think most quarters have stayed below 30 this week, so not losing the ball as much. But anyway, looks like it's going to be another stoppage.
It's going to pay on the ball. You can, the minute you can see the umpire hover around like that and get into a curtsy, and you think there's 4 players over that football. And anyway, good decision, I reckon.
That's it. Donato just goes wide. Oh no, couldn't quite hold on to the mark there. Was Weller.
Another nothing kick.
He gets the ball out here and might be a mark now. Must have just yorked him and...
he's gone.
Oh, he is too, yes. Umpire's paid it. So the Blues are going to get it back in there, you would think. And it's the big fella, Deng Nai, as well. And Nai, wheels round onto that right boot. Kick goes pretty wide. No mark taken. Ball stays in play. Not a bad little handball. I think it's Strawn who's had a bit of a ping at the goals here. No, it's gone across the face here. And so it's one behind and scores here now. 6-7-43 is trailing 11, 9-75, Liam.
I'll give you specifics on the quarter time links. 28-19 the first, 26-57 in the second and 26-58 in the third.
That's correct. Everyone below 30 after everyone last time was over 35.
Ball out. Front spot there. That time was Kosholt. Couldn't bring it down. Locals wanted a free kick, won't get it. Kick inside forward 50 there from Jai Scortino. You heard Aidan say it. It was a good kick. The mark has been taken by Andrew Condello and go back for his second of the afternoon, potentially for Seville's 7th. As that plane still doing aerodynamical turns up there. Had a bit of 1,000 feet up in there. Aidan's getting nervous. Condello wheels around on the left. Kick is on the way. Has it got the carry? I think it might have just got there. It does.
Oh, well, seconds he's touched that, but goal umpire having none of that. 2 1/4 there for Andrew Condello. Bit of a comeback here by the Seville Blues. 7-7-49, still trailing Gembrook Cockatoo 11-9, 75, 24 and a bit gone now in the last quarter. So they've had a 3-goal quarter here. Seville to 1 goal by Gembrook, so they've won the quarter.
Yep.
And probably something that they wish to do at 3/4 time, at least win the quarter and see how they go. But just a bit of overuse of football there by Gembrook Cockatoo, and don't necessarily need to keep it hovering around the half-back line with little short kicks. You want to get it out of there as quickly as you can. It's back in the middle of umpire Taylor. He throws the ball back up once again. Nye gets a tap out once more for Seville. Nicely done. Over to Scortino. Goes back into that forward 50 once again. And there's a good, strong mark. It looks like the Mustard Man and Johan who's got it.
Mustard Man.
It's like Dujon Mustard. It looks like that. Puts it in the top of the goal square. Over the back they go, and that's a good mark to Weller. Condello's not going to let it go, but Weller certainly has got it. And now this sort of kick, to me, is just unnecessary to Volta. Just trying to maintain possession of the football. Doing it all right now. Long kick out of there by Taylor, looking out for the outside of the ground, but again, nobody there for Gembrook to take the mark, and it's been snaffled there by Seville. I'm not sure who has got. Is that one of the Scortinos? We can't go too far wrong. Anyway, they kick it back in the centre corridor. And they can play on if they want to, Seville. They go backwards to go forward. They can switch to play. It looks like Seville now just coming through the middle of the ground. Not sure if that's Bale. I think it is Bale. It goes to centre half forward. There's a big push out by Lowe. Spotted by the umpire, and the free kick here. Going to go to Michael Bourne. Needs to put a couple of kgs on this young fella. He could be a very good player indeed. Over the back they go. There's another whistle on play. And Gembrook with another free kick being held in the contest there, and that could be for Hagan. We'll have to wait and see. And a bit of a quiet crowd now. Closing in on the
getting tired.
siren time.
Had to go to bed. Ball comes to the outer side for Rito.
Mark. Good strong mark.
His big presence.
Oh, he's gone the top. That's beauty.
He's given it a top. Wear him at the back. He's back on the ground after his little indiscretion during that third quarter. Great tackle there laid by O'Sullivan, and that was on Iacone. And I thought there was a whistle on play, but no, it's come towards the forward line for Seville. I'll look up for half a second. There's a whistle. That's a free kick to Gembrook Cockatoo. Will be taken by Riordan.
I think it's going to get Dickinson. I think he just threw him to the ground after the ball had gone.
Approaching 27 minutes gone. Kick was made well, a run backwards a little bit to take the mark, but he got there. Volta. Inside 50. That's not Where, but sorry, it's Spud Ferreira. Got too excited there.
Well, he's playing on.
Yeah, he's playing on. He'll send it to the top of the square. Wareham on the siren. No. Couldn't quite. So Gembrook Cockatoo have knocked off the perennial premiership favourites throughout season 2022 to date to an impressive tune of 11-9-75 to 7-7-49, and probably put themselves right at the tippy top of premiership contention in season 2022. I'm on board with Aidan Miller and Dan Lonigan down at Game Face. I now think that they are the real deal in 2022, Leo.